really excited to guys to see this guy. He's the writer for Mad Magazine. He's here from New York and he tours all around the country. We're really happy to have him here in Milwaukee. Make a lot of noise for Pranav, Behari!
What's going on, Milwaukee? How you guys doing? Give that guy a rose. Somebody give him a rose. Who the fuck is stealing pint glasses here? Come on. That is a white crime if I've ever heard of one. Steal a case, at least, okay? Steal a case of pint glasses, not just one pint glass. Guys, give it up for this beautiful venue. How about it? My God, I had a chance to peek around in the back, and I have to say this is by far the nicest meth lab I've ever been to, guys. Easily. My God, they even have beer here. What's going on? As I start a little bit something about me, I'm a deceptively fat person, okay? Secretly fat person. What that means, if you don't know, is when people see me, they don't automatically think that I'm fat until my shirt comes off. And then the secret is out that this grown man is actually blossoming into a very buxom young lady, you know what I mean? He's using his boxers as a girdle too, I don't know why. It's true, because I'm hairy too, you know? So I look like Bigfoot is having a very awkward puberty. It's true, yeah. And when my nipples are soft, my torso looks like the face of a very disappointed mouse, you know what I mean? Just, When they're hard, it's like a mouse on Ritalin. Yeah, Ritalin, that's right. See, the reason why I'm fat, I'm only fat half the year, right? I'm fat during the fall and winter times, and during the spring and summer, I'm burning it all off, you know? And the reason why I'm so fat during that season is because, you know, like everybody, this is America, I love carbs, you know? I like to sit there, be inside, bundle up. And I'm obsessed with carbs. I love pasta. Pasta is my addiction. But it's getting a little bit embarrassing, I have to be honest with you. I think back in the winter, I was ordering some takeout. I got 2 orders of lasagna, you know, one for dinner, one for breakfast, very normal. And the guy at the register was like, oh, 2 orders of lasagna, carbo loading, huh? It's like, you doing the marathon? Said, yeah, Game of Thrones, all 7 seasons. See you at the finish line, loser. Just give me my fucking lasagna. It's true, I'm a fat fuck. I'm trying to be less fat, so I joined a gym near me. I joined a gym near me called Planet Fitness. Anybody here familiar with Planet Fitness? Yeah? Okay, got a couple homeless people in here, I see, nice. Amazing. Planet Fitness, for those of you who have never been to a Planet Fitness, or who never took an astronomy class, Planet Fitness is the saddest planet in the galaxy, guys. Saddest sad. One inspiring thing I will say about Planet Fitness, it's only $10 a month to watch an ex-convict get his life back together. That's right. See the guy doing bar dips on a treadmill, he's institutionalized, guys. He's doing a jail workout. Ex-con, they do all their workouts on the treadmill. Push-ups, bar dips, whatever. It's true, man, it's true. I was actually at my Planet Fitness just yesterday before coming here, and I noticed that my local Planet Fitness now has kettlebells, that's a pretty nice piece of equipment, you know? That's pretty nice. But you know what that means, don't you? That means that there's a nicer gym nearby that's probably missing some kettlebells, yeah. It's the Planet Fitness way, you know? It's true. I shouldn't make this much fun of Planet Fitness though, because I am the perfect Planet Fitness patron, you know what I mean? Which means I'm a lazy fuck, you know what I'm saying? Anybody else here lazy? Who's lazy here, yeah? So you're lazy? But let me ask you this. Do you ever get so lazy that it makes you philosophical? You know what I mean? Like, I'm in the gym working out and I'm just like, does this even matter? Does any of this matter? It's superficial. It's a temporary body, okay? Just give up. Breathe. That's right. Got very existential after 3 sit-ups. What's up? I think it's very difficult to lose weight in this country, though. I think as Americans, very difficult to lose weight because we are obsessed with food. I don't need to tell you, we're in fucking Milwaukee right now, you fucking cheese girders. Holy shit. They brought in a platter and it was just like deep fried lettuce? Is this a thing? Why? But why? Yeah, I mean, it's fine. I had a glass of butter to wash it down. It was great. Every day here is like a carnival. It's amazing. And I'm your bearded lady. It's nice. Boom. What? It's true. I think it's very difficult to lose weight in this country because Americans, we're obsessed with food. We're absolutely obsessed. I don't know how it is here. In New York, we have a subculture of people that we call foodies. You guys familiar with this concept of the foodie? Yeah, they're the people who don't know that food just turns into poop at some point, you know? Instagram that, Stacy, all right? Really, foodies, they're people, you know, they want to be really ethnic with what they're eating, very rarefied. Everybody thinks they're a gourmet or they're a chef or a critic, and frankly, it's a bit disgusting. I have a foodie friend. He invited me out for lunch. I was like, okay, cool, where do you want to go? He's like, I'm really in the mood for some Somali food. I said, how does that sound? I said, that sounds fucking horrible, yeah. He's like, why, man? You don't like Somali food? I said, no, I don't like UN rations, you sick fuck, okay? What the fuck? He's like, hey, man, that's messed up. I said, no, you're messed up, okay? Country of Somalia, very unfortunate, destabilized place, much in part thanks to us, okay? Even Somalis can't eat Somali food, all right? Here you are, white guy in Brooklyn, New York. I'm really in the mood for Somali food. Said, you know who's in the mood for Somali food is Somali people, okay? Yeah, went from malnutrition to diabetes. It's true. I have another foodie friend. She invited me over for dinner recently. I was pretty excited because she's a fabulous cook, so I was very happy until I got to her apartment, and I was like, what the fuck is that smell? And she says, oh, I thought I'd cook you an authentic Irish meal. I said, how does it smell? I said, it smells like hunger, okay? Smells like hunger. If you've never had an authentic Irish meal, folks, it's pretty simple. It's just potatoes and cabbage boiled in tears, okay? That's right. She brought it out on the plate. I was really just looking at an 11-second fart in solid form, you know what I mean? Very disturbing. Really. There's all these fads with food now, too. You know, it comes in waves. In New York, everybody's obsessed with quinoa. You got any quinoa people in here? Fucking don't say yes. We're in Milwaukee. This is a test. Oh, God. Boo this woman, everybody. That better be some breaded and deep-fried quinoa that is still inside the belly of a rabbit or something. Anyway, a friend of mine came up to me and he was like, hey man, like, what's the deal with quinoa? And I said, I don't know, Seinfeld, what? He's like, well, why isn't quinoa just spelled the way it's pronounced? And I said, listen, okay, foodie rule number 1, if you can't spell quinoa, that means you're too poor to eat quinoa, okay? Just finish your Uncle Ben's rice and shut the fuck up. I'm very obsessed with food. I got a very disturbing phone call from my friend. She had just seen a video online of somebody having sex with a McChicken sandwich from McDonald's. You guys see this video? Anybody hear about this? It's a real thing. Go ahead and Google it. I will not. Okay, it's a real thing. She was very upset because she loves the McChicken sandwich. She loves McDonald's in general. So she described this video for me in fairly graphic detail. It's what you can imagine. Just a guy putting his dick in and out, and in and out, and in and out of a McChicken sandwich. And I didn't know how to break it to her that that's just how you make a McChicken sandwich, you know? Recipes out, folks. Just make it at home now, all right? Save yourself some money. Yeah, man. One last thing about food. I read an article recently, and it said that Air China, the official airline of the People's Republic of China, is now banning shark fin soup from their flights. And thank God for that, you know, thank God. I don't know if you guys know about shark fin soup. A very cruel practice to make it. They'll plug baby sharks out of the ocean, hack their fins off, then throw the sharks just back in. They die a horrible, cruel death. Very unfortunate. Shark fin soup is considered a very rare delicacy, except apparently in China, where it's just airplane food, you know? That's just weird. Come on, guys. You don't have to rub it in like that, you know? Hearing a lot of Jesuses in here. I feel like I'm in church. Yeah, I'm preaching. Actually, this month, August, very, very special month for me. This next week, actually, this is 100% true. Next week is actually the 1-year anniversary of me donating one of my kidneys. Yeah, clap it up. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Or as I like to call that, scoring morphine the hard way. Yes. It's right. Man, it is nice. I was never into drugs before, but man, I wish I had 5 kidneys. You know what I mean? I am generous, I'll tell you what. And like, the recipient of my kidney was actually my mother. Yeah, it was my mom. I'm sad to say, actually, the procedure did not work, ultimately. Yeah, she still loves my brother more. Why? Why? What the fuck? I'll tell you why. He's a doctor. I'm just a lifesaver, you know? Just a loser lifesaver. It's terrible. Now, all jokes aside, I'm really happy I did it. She's healthy. I'm healthy. Whole family came together. It was a really beautiful experience. Yeah, thank you. It's fine. We already did that. A very happy occasion. But I have to say, like, right after the surgery, I had a really intense, like, life realization. And that realization was that I'm a fucking idiot. I just gave away one of my vital organs, which means now I have to have a kid so I can take one of his kidneys, you know what I'm saying? Even things out a little bit, you know? Kids, you know, I never understood why my friends all want to have kids. I get it now. Kids, they're just little walking refrigerators full of perfectly usable organs, you know? It's amazing. When you have kids, you're basically immortal, guys, okay? You can do as many drugs as you want, go to a bar, order a bucket of vodka, and just tell the bartender, yeah, hey, this is on Junior's tab, okay? The key to parenting right there. Gotta name your kid Junior so they have no identity outside of you. Yeah, and you gotta keep them hydrated. That's right. Rule number 2. Who the fuck came up with organ transplants? Can somebody tell me? Anybody have the fucking 411 on this? Why? It's a very creepy thing if you think about it. I'm pretty sure it was serial killers who came up with this, okay? Who else looks at 2 people and thinks, I wonder what his organs would look like inside of her. Very creepy. I got a bit dark for you guys. I know. Who knew? Another big milestone in my life, just quit smoking cigarettes. Yeah, very difficult. Tough. Any smokers in here? Yeah, you know it's tough, you know? Smoking, it's very tough to give up. I tried everything, man. I tried gums, I tried patches, even tried hypnosis. None of that worked. I was getting very desperate until the guy I work with recommended a book, guaranteed would help me quit cigarettes, and it worked. Read this book, quit cigarettes, changed my life. If anybody here is trying to quit, highly recommend you read this book. You might have heard of it. It's called the Holy Quran. Anybody heard of this? Anybody familiar with this technique? It's effective, guys. Okay, so effective. I gave up cigarettes, pork, and my foreskin, okay? Try it. Even if you're not a smoker, just give it a whirl. It's true. She's on that plan. She's on the Quran plan. I'm not Muslim. A lot of people just assume that I'm Muslim because I'm going to heaven, but I'm not. No, I just get all the benefits of looking like a Muslim in America. You know what I'm talking about? Muslim privilege. You guys familiar with this? It's amazing. It is so good. Muslim privilege, guys. First of all, extra space on the bus, okay? It's true. This has happened to me before. I'll go into a very crowded public transportation bus, subway, find one seat, sit down, bam, becomes 2 seats. It's magical. And look, I just want to ask or tell the person who moves one seat away from me on public transportation, like, do you not know how this works? I'm here to kill everybody, okay? Not just you, old guy on his way home from Target, okay? I've got a bomb, all right? If anything, sit closer. It'll hurt less. Tommy, that's one nice piece of Muslim privilege. Other nice piece of Muslim privilege, have you know, it's free rectal exam by the TSA, y'all. Yeah, that is for real. Offer valid in Tallahassee, Florida. Sweet. All you need is a ticket out to Tallahassee, and they will make you come. That's right. That should be the TSA motto. What do you think? Yeah. Whether you're arriving or departing, you will come. Brown guy. I think, like I said, I'm not Muslim, but I do feel really badly for a lot of Muslim people in a lot of Western countries. There's a lot of tension going on. I read an article the other day. It was about some bigots, I think maybe over in London or something, who threw bacon at some Muslim people, which is that's not a nice thing, you know. They can't touch pork. And look, as somebody who's often confused for a Muslim man, I just want to send a message out there to any bigots who might throw bacon at me. And that message is just hand me the bacon, okay? Just hand it to me. You don't have to throw bacon at me. It's not my wedding. Just hand me the bacon, all right? One of the great things about doing comedy is you get to travel around a lot. I love it. I love seeing the country. The most recent place I was at was Miami, Florida. Anybody here been to Miami? Go to Miami at all? Yeah? Beautiful place. Absolutely beautiful. Love Miami. And one thing occurred to me while I was there. I was on the beach. White, beautiful, sandy beach. Clear blue Atlantic Ocean. Gigantic sky before me. I was amidst all that beauty. And it occurred to me, like, wow, Miami gets fucked up by hurricanes and tropical storms pretty often, you know? So what do the people of Miami do? They changed the name of their most beloved college football team to the Miami Hurricanes. Why? Why would you do that? Why would you honor this thing that traumatizes your city so often, you know? Like, as a New Yorker, for me, that would be like if the New York Jets changed their name to the New York 9/11s, you know what I mean? San Francisco Giants, no, we're the San Francisco AIDS crisis. We're the 79ers. You know? Philadelphia Eagles, nope, we're now the Philadelphia Philadelphians. That's right. They're garbage people. They are truly garbage people. They are. Oh, man. Guys, anybody else here scared of sex? Anybody? I'm scared of sex at this point, guys. It's too violent. It's become way too violent. Everything's now is about choking and slapping and anal. Anal is, ooh, it's all the rage now. Anal, guys, heterosexuals, can we just pause on the anal? Can we take it a little bit easy with the anal? Can we take an anal breather? Can we do that? Just, I mean, look, my experience with anal sex is that's just something that you do once to try to fix a dying relationship, you know what I mean? Literally the last resort, you know? Now it's like, hey, second date, time to go for the old death box, you know? Bypass the pussy, just go straight, you know? It's too much, man. I realize the reason why I'm so scared of sex now is because up until recently I was in a really serious, long-term, 5-year-long relationship. And when you're in a relationship that long, it's a little bit like living on a spaceship, you know? You're in a controlled, closed environment, cruising at a normal speed, meanwhile impervious to all the other things happening in the sexual universe, until the relationship has ended, at which point you have crash landed on planet buttfuck, okay? Same galaxy as Planet Fitness. Yeah, everyone's just choking each other and fucking each other in the ass, and it's scary, okay? What's up with choking, guys? Why are people, why is this such a thing? Choking? Listen, I was dating a girl not too long ago, and we were together, and thank you, yeah, appreciate that. Thanks, yeah. Oh, the bearded lady's getting some putts. And look, I was with her, and we're kissing, and we're making out, start to make out a little bit, and it's kind of getting a bit hot, so you can feel her hands kind of go up my belly, slowly moving across my chest, towards my throat, and she squeezes. I'm like, whoa! What's going on? And she says, oh, I'm sorry, are you not into choke play? I said, no, I am. I just don't think our waiter is, you know? Maybe if we could finish the mozzarella sticks, you can choke me after that. He just seems a bit uncomfortable. Another eating ass. People are really into this whole thing of eating butts. You guys like to get your ass? Okay, here he is. There he is. The ass man himself. He told me he was coming today too. Here he is. The eating ass thing, guys. Come on, really? You're ruining your breakfast, your dinner, your lunch. It's horrible. Same woman told me she wanted to eat my ass. Okay. And look, I'm somebody who believes in body positivity. Okay? I think we're all beautiful. But I have to say that my asshole is by far my least attractive feature. You know what I mean? By far. Like, I've never really seen it, but let's just say that I know it by its works, you know? So I told her, no, I don't want to do this. And she's like, well, why not? You know, you do cunnilingus. It's the same thing. It's definitely not the same thing as eating pussy, okay? So there's no relationship between the asshole and the pussy. The only relationship really is like, the asshole is really just the evil twin of the pussy. You know what I mean? That's what it is, you know? Pussies can sometimes smell sweet, and asshole will never smell sweet, okay? Vagina pushes out life. Asshole literally pushes out death, okay? Vaginas look nice. They look like a flower, all petally and sweet. The asshole looks like it got a black eye, you know? Or somebody set off a firecracker, you know? Remember the Acme cartoons? Bugs Bunny would give someone a cigar to explode? That's the asshole. Nothing to do with the vagina. But look, she was insistent. She insisted on this, and she was so insistent, she literally waged like a propaganda campaign to eat my ass, okay? Not bullshitting you at all. She's sending me articles about this, okay? Like, BuzzFeed, 5 ways analingus is great for Virgos. I'm like, no, okay? No, she said, I said, look, after like 10 or 15 articles from Jezebel, I relented. I was like, fine, you can do this, you can eat my butt. I set up a specific date and time so I could give myself some time to prepare physically and psychologically. And the allotted time came about, and I let her do it. Okay, I let her eat my butt. And I did not enjoy it, okay? Did not enjoy it, did not like it at all. But I have to say that the worst thing about letting her eat my ass, by far, is the fact that she never asked to eat my ass again. That was it. Like, really? You tell me I'm a lock for this part? I'm perfect and not even a callback. Really? You know, I didn't want it to happen, but I wanted her to. And look, you guys have had blue balls. Just imagine blue balls, but for your butthole, you know? And so I was like, well, you know, what's wrong? What happened? You know, why don't you want to do it? What can I do differently? And she's like, well, you're hairy. I said, bitch, you know I'm hairy, okay? We've had sex before, okay? You know I'm a fucking wall of pubes over here, right? What did you think, I'm South Asian in the front and East Asian in the back? No, okay? Get back there and do this. I fasted for this, okay? She did not go back there. We broke up, but, you know, look, that's my experience eating butt, y'all. I blame porn, though, for all of this excessive sex stuff. You know, I totally blame porn. There's too much porn. There's too much porn, guys. And I know that there's too much porn because I'm using the expression too much porn, okay? Just on a grammatical level. Like when I was growing up, we called them pornos, you know? Hey, Kevin's dad has too many pornos. How many pornos does he have? 5 pornos. Oh my God, that's too many pornos. Pornos, okay? Countable noun, 1 porno, 2 porno, 3 pornos. Okay, now it's just porn, okay? A non-countable noun. You know, like water, or air, or grain. How much porn does he watch? Silos of porn. He's literally drowning in porn. Oh, God. This is not a sex joke, just so you know. That portion of this is over. I ran into an old friend the other day as an artist, and I ran into him on the street. I was like, hey man, you know, how's it going? How's life? And he says, oh, you know, it's a journey. I was like, oh, that bad, huh? That bad. Journey, huh? And a journey, that's just a hippie's way of saying things are not going according to plan, you know? Shit is fucked up. Help me. SOS. You know? When I hear journey, I think Donner Party, you know? Trail of Tears. Refugees, you know? And he was wearing a wallet chain, and I was like, man, why? You're in your 30s in 2018. Why are you wearing a wallet chain? He's like, well, you know, I got to protect my money. Which makes sense, because he's unemployed. And look, when a thief is looking for a mark and they see someone with a wallet chain, they know to leave that person alone because they have no money, you know? That person is poor. It's true. It's not that they're poor, it's that they have $10 that they really fucking need. You know what I mean? It's that $10 is standing between them and just total collapse of their life. They need that $10 so badly that they literally put a leash on it. You know what I mean? So I'm very bad with money. And I realized I was bad with money the other day when I went to go pay for something. And I opened up my wallet, and instead of cash, there was just a bunch of receipts. Yeah, it's always a bad thing. And when you open up a wallet and there's no cash and you're just looking at receipts, what you're really looking at is the ghost of money. You know what I mean? It like kind of looks like cash from afar, but it's all pale and translucent, haunting you with bad decisions, you know? And I realized the reason why I'm bad with money is because I still think that all the useless shit that I buy still has financial value after I've purchased it. You know what I mean? Like I can still use that. Like, hey, short on rent this month. Hey, no problem. I'll just trade in these nunchucks. I'll be right as rain, you know? You know, like my life is a video game. My life is Fallout 4. Guys into weed in here? Who smokes weed? Yeah? I think weed needs to be illegal, guys. Weed needs to stay illegal. It's too much, man. They've got weed lube now, okay? Time to shut it down. Seriously, I think we need to keep weed illegal because that's the only way we can actually protect it from capitalism. You know what I'm saying? Look, I just look at how they sell us our legal drugs, you know? And I don't want to see weed go down that path. Can you imagine, like, the advertisements? Yeah. Side effects may include diarrhea, nausea, stomach pains, joint pains, depression, suicidal thoughts. Ask your doctor if sour diesel is right for you. So really, I don't want to get, grow a pair of titties because I smoke some Monsanto weed. You know what I'm saying? Call me old-fashioned. I like to get my weed the wholesome, ethical way from a violent, bloodthirsty cartel that worships Santa Muerte. That's right. That's their tooth fairy. Okay, you guys want to get a little political? Yeah? Okay, this is where you're gonna really turn on me now. You ready? You ready to start hating me? Yes or no? Yes? Okay. Here we go. Guys, I think that the President of the United States is the worst human being in the world. I don't mean Donald Trump, Okay? I mean every American president for the past 50 years at least, okay? We're the most powerful country in the world. It means you gotta kill people pretty much every day. Must be proficient in Microsoft Excel and drone strikes. And look, I realize the president is the worst person in the world when I saw a presidential motorcade for the first time. You guys ever seen a motorcade in here? Very intense experience. I'll paint a little picture for you. First of all, above the motorcade, you got 2 assault helicopters, okay? Beneath that, you got 3 or 4 limos. One of them's the president, the rest are decoys. Around that, you got a Secret Service detail, right? Guys with earpieces, machine guns, bulletproof SUVs, right? On top of that, you got a police escort, okay? We're talking foot patrolmen, bomb-sniffing dogs, motorcycle cops, snipers on the rooftop. And I looked at all of that security, millions of dollars to get one guy through one city, and all I could think was, if you need that much security, maybe you just deserve to die, you know? I'm just saying, maybe you fucked up, is all I'm saying. Why are we fighting karma here? Just let him die, you know? And look, the point really came home to me last week when I saw a video online. And the video was of Bashar al-Assad, the president of Syria. And this fucking guy was just driving around Syria, okay? Just driving around, he was stopping at lights, he was waving at people. This fucking guy's in the middle of a civil war, okay? He had one bodyguard, and that guy was texting, okay? Just saying, maybe he deserves to die. Okay, that went better than I expected, guys. Give yourselves a round of applause for getting through that together. Wow. Expecting some cheese curds to fly at my head. Sure. Donald Trump, he's whatever. He's the same as any other president to me. But I have to say, I feel really bad for Barron Trump. You know I'm talking about Barron Trump, the youngest kid. I feel very bad for Barron Trump, just a kid, you know? Just an innocent kid, did nothing to deserve being in this joke, you know? But he looks to me, Barron Trump looks like a very sensitive young man, you know? Not the good kind of sensitive, but the kind of sensitive where he never says a word all semester, and when you open up his backpack, there's just one dead bird, you know what I mean? Poetic though, emo. One dead bird. So I think America's a white country. Can we all agree with that? We're all white in here, yeah? No, seriously, I think America's a white country. I'm not saying that's a good or a bad thing. I'm just saying that I think it's a white country. And as like the child of immigrants, coming from an immigrant background, I know that America is a country by white people, for white people. And I know that this is true, because last week I had a doctor's appointment, and my doctor was a very nice Chinese man who calls himself Montgomery Chong, okay? Montgomery, that Doc Monty, just let it roll off your tongue, you know? I'm just saying, I don't think Montgomery is a family name, you know? I don't think he's Montgomery Chong III, you know what I mean? But look, I get it. He came over here from China, wanted to assimilate, wanted to pick an easy name, you know? But he didn't choose Jose Chong, you know? Didn't choose Tyrese Chong. He didn't choose Pranav Chong, okay? He chose Montgomery Chong. Montgomery, unequivocally white name. It's not like Steve or Carl. It's Montgomery, okay? It's so white, it's the capital of Alabama, guys. Okay? I'm just saying, for real full racial equality in America, we need some perfectly white people walking around with names like Yao Ming Johnson, okay? Ling Ling O'Reilly, okay? Something. Kim Jong Jackson, something. See, I love slang, big fan of slang. I think it's dope, okay? I think it's lit, okay? I think I'm like a student of slang. That's how I consider myself. And one thing that occurred to me recently was that all slang in America really comes from black culture. All comes from black culture. And thank God for that, you know? Because when slang was coming from white culture, no disrespect, it was pretty lame, okay? I don't know if you guys remember some of the terms. It was stuff like the bee's niece, or golly, or the N-word, you know? Oh, very lame. Very lame. Last one's so lame, it's been banned, okay? We only trust black people to use that one now. Otherwise, you'll get punched in the face. It's true. As an Indian, I feel like we don't have enough racial slurs for Indian people. You know what I'm saying? There's not enough racial slurs for Indian people. There's not. Nothing really sticks. I feel left out, is all I'm saying, okay? Because really what happens is we just get lumped in with the Arabs, you know? We just get all the Arab racial slurs, okay? And the worst part about that is those aren't really even Arab racial slurs, okay? Think about it. Those are just racial slurs for black people with a little sand modifier, you know what I'm saying? Just a little sand reference. That shit's lazy, it's not creative. I expect more creativity from the people who built America. Okay, boom. It's a woke joke. You guys are great. I am Indians. Indians have a very. Indians are basically white in America, guys. I'm sorry to tell you this. Indians are basically white, and when I say that, I mean that like the barriers to success are non-existent for Indian people. That's how I qualify being white. There's no barriers to being a successful Indian here. You know. Just give you an example. In the very short period of time that Indians have been in America, 60, 70 years tops, okay, we've already had 2 governors, okay, 2 governors. That's very white, okay? I'm not just talking about 2 governors, though. I'm talking about 2 Republican governors, okay? That's really fucking white, okay? But not just 2 Republican governors, guys. We're talking about the Republican governors of Louisiana and South Carolina, okay? That's not white, that's Ku Klux Klan white, okay? Got a special term for these kinds of Indians. They're called an Uncle Taj, okay? Uncle Tajes. That's what they are. Anatomy of an Uncle Taj is they'll change their name, right? They'll change their religion, and then they'll just, you know, be kind of white, you know? Perfect example of an Uncle Taj is a guy named Bobby Jindal, okay? Bobby Jindal was the 2-term governor of Louisiana, biggest Uncle Taj around, okay? Here's what a fucking Uncle Taj this guy is, okay? He was born Piyush Jindal, a Hindu, okay? This fucking Uncle Taj woke up at age 17, took a look around, said, fuck this shit. My name's Bobby, I'm Catholic, and I will take those wings extra mild. That's right. Fucking Uncle Tajing it, man. It's true, Indians have it very easy here, guys. Really, we do have it very easy, but I have to say, every Indian American, there's always one hardship every Indian American will have to face, and that is meeting a white woman who has been to India once, you know? You know what I'm talking about? The brown whisperers, as I call them. I went for my yoga teacher training. Just shut the fuck up, Stacy. Okay? They do the Indian head bob. I don't know how much you know about Indians. When you do this, when they do that, I have to hold Stacy's head. Tell her to shut the fuck up. I'm getting dizzy. I'm gonna barf. And the worst part about meeting a lot of these brown whisperers is, the Eat, Pray, Lovers is, yeah, it's the other one. Is like when they find out you're Indian, they'll always try to like guess everything about your life. Always try to guess where you're from, you know, in India. Always the same 2 or 3 places. Bombay, yeah, Delhi, Punjab, Punjabi, Punjabi. Stop jabbing my poon, Stacy. Getting a little sore. Look, India's a gigantic country, huge country, you know. So I always have to explain to these people, listen, I'm not from one of these big cities or well-known provinces, okay? I'm from a really small, backwards, primitive little village called Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, okay? Right, Harrisburg, primitive as fuck. Fuck Pennsylvania, man. What the fuck is it? Pennsylvania used to be a nice place. It was like a Quaker state and stuff. Then they voted for Trump, which makes me feel like Pennsylvania's like a trans state. You know what I mean? they started as Pennsylvania, but now they identify more as a Mississippi, you know? Trans. I remember I was a kid and the rodeo came to town. And everyone went ape shit for the rodeo. This is when I knew something's different in Pennsylvania. And I went to the rodeo, which is a very unique experience for me personally, because I was raised a Hindu, cows are sacred and all that. Just a pro tip, if you've never been to a rodeo before, don't chant defense, okay? Not that kind of sports, okay? They'll call you all kinds of horrible Arab racial slurs, okay? Sure, I am a member of the Hindu religion. You guys familiar with Hinduism at all? Do you guys know about it? Okay, got a Jewish guy here, I'm assuming? Yeah, no, okay. The Hindu, no, okay. One thing I realize is I'm still, as an adult, really into the Hindu religion, you know? Techniques like meditation and yoga, concepts like karma and reincarnation still totally appeal to me as an adult, and I realized that I would love nothing more than to meet and fall in love with and get married to a Hindu woman, okay? Problem with that fantasy, I don't know if you know this, is that most Hindu women also tend to be Indian, okay? And look, I love Indian women, okay? I do, I have no problem with them. Indian women, they don't want to be with a comedian, you know what I mean? They want to be with like a doctor, a lawyer, engineer, everybody in my family but me, pretty much. So what I find that I'm doing now is I'm dating all these other races of women is I'm like unwittingly trying to convert them to Hinduism, which is a fucking weird thing to do, you know? We don't normally try to convert Americans to Hinduism because you guys would fuck that up. You know, but it's true. I found myself having a conversation with the girl I'm dating recently. I was like, hey, you ever try meditation? She was like, oh my God, she's white. Meditation. I have this app on my phone. I really want to try it. I was like, well, that's cool. What about yoga? You ever done yoga? She's like, oh my God, vinyasa flow. I need it every day or I would die. So, well, that's great, Stacy. Because if you like yoga and you like meditation, you're gonna love the caste system. Yeah. Oh. Real simple way of doing society, you know? It's true. I was having this conversation with a woman, and at one point she's like, well, Hinduism, isn't that where they do like female genital mutilation? They remove the clitoris from baby girls? And I was like, no, okay, ew. That's like more of an Islamic, East African, it's a tribal practice, okay? As a Hindu male, I can confirm for you that most of us still can't find the clit, you know? A lot of people find that hard to believe because we wrote the Kama Sutra, definitive book of sexual pleasure. What you guys don't know is that that's a detective novel, yes. Kama Sutra in the case of the missing G-spots. Oh, God. I was talking about Uncle Taj's. You know, I'll leave you with this. As far as Uncle Taj's go, the biggest Uncle Taj's are in India, and they work at places called call centers, okay? You know what I'm talking about? I feel for these people there. I don't know if you know this, but you know, the people who do our customer service, tech support, stuff like that here, but they're all the way in India. We all know who I'm talking about, right? So I feel really bad for these people. I have a lot of respect for them. They work very hard to get and keep these jobs in call centers, okay? I don't know if you know this. This is 100% true. In order to get and keep a job in a call center in India, you have to take a special class to like suppress your Indian accent so you'll sound more American. 100% true. Some of them are very good at this. Some of them are not so good. But no matter how good or how bad they are, if you were raised in an Indian household, as I was, there's always a little tell, you know? I'll give you an example. I'm an AT&T subscriber. Got a call. Woman comes on the phone. She's like, hi. This is Susan calling from AT&T. I was like, got you, bitch. Got you. You could go back to class. Soften up your T's before you come calling Pranav Behari, okay? Which, by the way, is usually the giveaway. You know, everything could be fine on the phone call. Hi, this is Susan from AT&T. Can I please speak to Pranav Behari? I'm like, whoa! Bit too spicy, sister. Is that you, Mom? It's not my mom. Even my mom can't pronounce my name that well, you know? She calls me P. So that's one thing they'll do. They'll change their accent. The other thing they'll do is they'll change their name on the phone call. You know, it's a John, a Susan, a Steve. You know, because they don't want to alienate American customers with some fucked up Indian name like a Pranav. You know. But they don't always get that right because their only real relationship to America is through the media culture. You know what I mean? So they don't always get that right. I'll give you another example. Got another call from AT&T. Wouldn't you know? Guy comes on the line, he's like, hi, perfect American accent. Says, can I please speak to Behari? Fucked my name up, also a point in his favor. I said, yeah, this is Pranav. Who's this? He says, hi Pranav, this is Spider-Man calling from AT&T. Like, what did you say your name was? It's Spider-Man, at your service, sir. I said, listen, dude. Your name's not fucking Spider-Man, okay? I know now, however, that you're Indian. Look at my name, Pranav Behari. I'm Indian, you're Indian. Let's just cut the shit, buddy. He says, oh, accent drops. He says, you're Indian? I said, yeah, I'm Indian. He says, well, in that case, fix your own phone, bitch. Spider-Man out. Guys, my name is Pranav. You've been amazing.